Oh, here we go. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday, December 16th, 9 p.m. 17th. Did I say 16th?
It's yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Crawlspace Media Holiday Party. How's it going?
It's going so well. I was out shoveling and snow blowing today, and I heard the church bells chime from the center of my little hamlet. They chimed 9, and I ran right in. And we're rocking to Twisted Sister right now.
Beautiful. Well done. Well, we are live, streaming live here on December 17th. It is the Crawlspace Media Holiday Party. We've invited everybody in the world, really everyone in our orbit. Come on down, hang out. And
we don't even know what we're gonna talk about. This is gonna be a I got a couple things like that I want to talk about, but really let's just open it up and talk about the year, because we don't know. This could be the last show we do this year, because next week is Christmas Eve, and then the week after is New Year's Eve, and we haven't really made up our minds whether we want to come on New Year's Eve. Not like we're gonna go do anything else, but this could be the last time. So we could wrap up 2020 tonight. We could air some thankful thoughts, and here's Michelle with her lovely sweater and her lovely glass and her lovely tree.
How's it going?
Hi, guys.
Michelle, of course, from PIs for the Missing, joining us, and Lee Meller, Dr. Lee Meller from Murder Was the Case. What's going on, everybody?
Dr. Lee Meller from a very dark place in the world.
Yeah, happy Christmas. I'm in the UK right now, so it's what time is it? 2 a.m.
Oh shit!
What in the world are you doing in the UK?
Trying to get to Portugal.
Oh, that's not at all what I thought you'd say.
Answer.
Obviously. Why else would anyone go to the UK?
Well, there is no real agenda here tonight, other than drinking eggnog and having fun with our friends. So I hope everyone's got their eggnog. And if you're watching this on YouTube, on Facebook, or on Twitter, why don't you click the link associated with where you're watching it and toggle your butt on over to get vocal.
If you don't, you can hit the streets.
Hit the skids. No, just kidding.
Hit the bricks.
We welcome all.
Except for you.
Well, I thought that since you guys are always interviewing everyone, you're always asking all the questions, I thought that I would ask you some questions to kind of kick off the Christmas party.
No.
And yep, it's gonna happen. So I came up with the little list. Nothing too crazy. Don't want to get you guys in trouble, but kind of get you in the holiday spirit. So,
we don't need help. We don't need help getting ourselves in trouble.
Real easy these days for us.
That's why I'm gonna lob you some softballs.
Bad boys for life.
It has been a pleasure doing PIs for the Missing stuff with you guys this year, and with Jillian and Jen and all of our crew. And everybody out there who supports us. And despite the pandemic, we actually had a really good year and got a lot of really great stuff done. And the episode today, I have to say, was excellent. So if anybody has listened to the episode, was it on Crawlspace yesterday, today, whatever, just go listen to it. It was amazing. You guys did an awesome job.
I want to interject right there. We need to make a correction on that episode. The woman who is in charge of the cavers, her name is Emily Davis, not Emily Mobley. That was her name from a long time ago. For whatever reason, it was lost in translation, and she does not go by Emily Mobley anymore. So if you want to look her up, she's Emily Davis.
She was awesome. I want to meet her. So I figured, to start us off, to get into the party mood, I wanted to know, and some, recommendations. What is your favorite holiday movie?
Holiday movie, Die Hard, I guess.
Yeah. Die Hard is probably one of the better Christmas movies. Oh God, yeah.
True badasses, you two. True.
Yeah, I mean, you got to live up to the badass. I mean, What's the one?
I
thinking
think
of?
Christmas Vacation is a straight fucking 10 out of 10. That's the passage of time.
Competition.
It's really good. I haven't seen it in years, though. I definitely watched it like 10 times, at a certain age, but then I haven't probably seen it in a decade. So I don't know if that's on me or if that speaks to the movie's rewatchability, or maybe it's my own issues I'm dealing with Chevy Chase. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Chevy Chase?
And now Randy Quaid.
I love him, Chevy Chase. I don't know. I just a lot of stories about Chevy Chase being a jerk to a lot of his co-stars and friends and things.
Well, Stanley Kubrick was an asshole. You're not gonna watch his
I mean,
movies?
everyone is. No, of course. I mean, look, I'm sure there's a story about everybody, even Macaulay Culkin.
It seems pretty cool, actually.
Macaulay
What do you
Culkin definitely does. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If Crawlspace Media was going to remake a holiday movie, which one would it be, and what character would each of you be?
I can't name the characters, but I would want to definitely remake Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh, part 2, where they do remake Silent Night, Deadly Night, and then add about an extra 20 minutes.
So we would technically remake both of them, and we would add another.
It would be
20
like
minutes.
Get Vocal. It's an hour-long show with an extra 20 minutes.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
What
but
about in terms of,
it's truly crazy. That's if you've never seen the killing spree at the end of Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, it's hilarious. I can't describe it. You just have to watch it.
What about a favorite holiday drink, favorite holiday cocktail, or non-alcoholic drink? If that's
Non-alcoholic drink.
Tim didn't answer that question.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, I would just probably say A Christmas Carol. I mean, I think we have enough characters in our orbit where we could really cast it well.
I would pay money to see you wear that pink bunny suit.
Pink bunny suit? Is it Donnie Darko?
Oh, she's singing
Christmas Story.
We're talking Christmas Carol.
Yeah, Charles Dickens.
Dickens.
The immortal Charles
Ebenezer
Dickens.
Scrooge.
But who is Scrooge? Who is the guy that you point out and you're like, you're kind of old and bitter and nobody wants to be around you?
Bill
You'd be
Thomas.
perfect for this. Bill Thomas? Well, Bill Thomas seems kind of smiley.
No, I was being ironic about it. Bill Thomas would definitely not. No, it would.
Yeah.
Who would that be? Who would be Ebenezer Scrooge?
I want to be one of the ghosts. Let me be the ghost of Christmas past, which I think
I want to be present.
Okay.
That
Past
Mary
is first.
Yeah.
And the scariest and just kind of trippy, I think, when that ghost shows up in all these iterations, which I love every single one, by the way. Just a great story, timeless, immortal.
Great. And
any cat ladies in that? No.
I think
really playing my strengths.
I think in the Richard Donner, Bill Murray version, Scrooged, you could probably count who played her? Carol Kane. Carol Kane.
She played the ghost of Christmas. What was she? Future?
She was present, I think.
No, she was present. You're right, present.
Yeah, because
the
past was a
taxi
cab
driver was
Yeah,
past.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
the big
future's
monster
always
thing.
just death, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will say, if we're ever able to get together and experience live events again, I would love to put out the invite to everybody to join us at the North Shore Theater in Beverly, Massachusetts for their annual Christmas Carol play. It's unbelievable.
What about Bob Cratchit? I mean, that's an important character. And I think there's many people that could play him here. So you're the casting director. Who do you pick?
I don't know. I mean, who's volunteering too? Like, we want someone who's willing, who's really gonna throw themselves into a role. We don't want to just cast people because they're a face.
Got it, John Lorden.
As Bob Cratchit.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can see Brock is
That would
tiny.
work.
Oh,
Yes,
Tiny
I love
Tim.
it.
Actually, we could just have Tim be Tiny Tim, and he could do the
Yeah.
the dwarf thing where he's on his knees with the shoes. So he looks like he's
Never
very
gets
small.
old.
Never gets
I already
old.
called dibs. I already called dibs.
All right. Last question for you, gentlemen, before I go put this phone down because my arm is hurting. What is the one thing that you want to find under the Christmas tree or whatever, iteration of holiday gifts and under whatever type of plant that might be in your house do you hope to find this year?
A solve for PIs for the missing.
A day off.
Lance is thinking so hard.
I mean, I'd have to go with I'd have to go with something that is some solve, some sort of result of the work. I mean, we see results of the work, but they're just stepping stones to a greater cause, to a bigger picture. So I would like to see in 2021 that bigger picture be realized.
I love it.
And yes,
I'm right there with
Devin, yes, I do want more bees, but I don't need that to be under the tree. I'll go procure some more. I'll try not to kill them.
It's always a pleasure seeing you guys, and you've kept me company during pandemic days working from home. So cheers from your favorite cat lady. And I will talk to y'all later.
Michelle.
Cheers. All right. Well, there is a square open.
Bill Thomas is here.
Bill Thomas is here. The chat room is full.
Shannon's here. Oh, it's full.
Look, it's full. It's jam-packed, even, one would say. And Doc Shiloh in the house. What's going on? It's Shiloh.
We're matching.
Nice. Love it. How you doing?
Good. I literally just logged off from our Patreon holiday party that we did. Hopped right.
Welcome.
Oh God, did Shannon beat me over here? What the hell? Shannon.
She drives so fast.
I
Well,
know.
welcome. Welcome to the Crawlspace Media Holiday Party. We're hanging out. We just had Shelly Kaz on from PIs for the Missing. And you know what? I want to pause here for a goddamn second.
Let's do it.
If there's someone out there listening or watching right now who isn't following PIs for the Missing social,
What's
you need
wrong
to
with
rectify that.
What's
Wow.
wrong with you?
Fired up. Put the Santa hat on and whole new personality comes out. But
Oh my goodness.
good point. If anyone's feeling generous this Christmas, feel free to go to investigationsforthemissing.org. Looking for the link. Nothing.
Michelle, where are you? with
Michelle,
the-
where'd you go? Okay.
Anything with
Go
link?
to investigationsforthemissing.org and just toggle your butt over to the donate button. Anyway, there we go. Thanks.
Oh,
There we go. Jillian comes in with the exact one. But anyway, sorry we couldn't make your Patreon holiday party. It's been snowing like a goddamn maniac here, and I had to scrape up some of the remaining snow.
well, that's interesting because have you moved? Because your Christmas card got returned. Remember?
I don't know what happened. That's my address.
Moved out of there before the snow happened.
Maybe they thought they were addressing it to the bees.
Oh, maybe. Don't worry, we got you covered.
It could be in one of the moments where we were switching our mailboxes. We got kind of obsessed with finding the perfect mailbox, and we literally ordered like 3 mailboxes and changed them like once a week because it was like too small. It didn't fit. So we finally got a good mailbox. So maybe it was when we were in the midst of changing the mailbox.
Way to confuse your postal worker that's already overworked.
We did leave a note saying, "I think this is the one."
Nice. No, it was.
You know what happens when postal workers become unhappy, don't you?
No, they pee on your mail.
No, they go postal. Hello.
Yeah, you never heard that term?
A reference
Yes,
back to like the 90s when that was happening. Sarah
Yeah.
Turning said you did a return to sender, but you did not. I can advocate that. I think they just screwed up and sent it back to the return address that was on the backside. So
I would never return a Christmas card from Dr. Kylo and Dr. Scott.
I would put
Got
that
it.
on Twitter.
I got
You
it.
got
Thank you so
yours?
much. I did
you
get
got-
mine. Yes.
Good,
Yes.
good. Well, happy holidays to you guys.
Tim, did you get this coin from them?
Can you hand
Yeah, let me take a look.
You can.
Hold on. I mean, if you didn't, I
Let me see it. Wait, let me
yeah,
see.
if you,
I don't think so. Yeah, let me.
why don't,
me
here,
see.
just check it out. Check it out.
Okay. Okay. Oh, like this. Wow, this one.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
This is really cool.
maybe it's coming. Maybe it'll come in the mail with the
Wow.
Christmas card. Or...
Okay.
great-
Probably will. Here, you can have it back.
Oh, thank you.
Tim, are you wearing a blazer?
Yeah, I'm wearing a velvet suit jacket. Thank you very much. Boom.
I
Look at it.
Velvet
Boom.
suit jacket. I should go get it.
You have
Wow.
one too?
I do. J. Crew?
No. Suit supply, I think. I don't know. This was
Suit supply. What is that?
it's a suit. It was a tuxedo. It was a velvet tux.
Velvet. Did you wear that on your wedding day?
Yes, I did. And the Santa hat too.
And the shoes. I am not kidding. The velvet shoes was something I was trying to steal.
Wait, there's velvet shoes to go with the velvet suit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So you married Mrs. Claus. Were there elves at the wedding?
Yes. Yeah. A lot of elves. It was yeah, it'd be really trippy to describe, I think, for for everyone to comprehend.
Oh, I was watching with the binoculars.
Oh, you were there.
No.
What was the most interesting part for you?
When the reindeer got drunk. But that bucket of eggnog and not so much the drunk part, the afterward part. When you tried to deal with it.
Regrettable.
Yeah.
Wow. So what do you guys, I imagine Christmas is looking a little different for everybody. What are you guys doing different this year?
Oh, nothing. Because every Christmas I Zoom with my family and extended family, so it's not really any different at all. How about you?
Do you? Well, we were,
No.
I'm like, what? I didn't even know what Zoom was until 9 months ago.
Me too.
Yeah. No, that's what we were telling our patrons. We just did a Zoom with them, and we would have never thought to do something like that, which is kind of cool to have these different ideas to do virtual get-togethers with people. It feels more intimate with folks across the country that we wouldn't normally be able to interact with. So I think for
Folks across the world.
yeah, well, yes, thank you, Lee. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, obviously going to look very different in terms of traditions or things that people normally like to do. So this was the only holiday party that I was getting dressed up for this year. So
Yep.
same, yeah.
Yep. Too, in general, this year for me anyway. I don't know. I got nothing to do. I'm not going anywhere either. Like
I was supposed to be drinking sangria in Porto, feeling like I won, and then all the rules changed.
What's
stuck
going
here.
on? Why were you headed to? So you're going to Portugal, and you're in the UK.
Yeah.
What was in Portugal?
Well, I wanted to look for real estate. You can get some really great cheap old like houses out in villages there. And I mean, Portugal, cheap cost of living, good climate. I like the laws. The people are chill.
Yes.
It's just a very good place to host a podcast and be an author. I couldn't really justify much more of Canada, just the winters alone. I'll leave it at that, right? And so I had this plan. I'm like, time of crisis, housing prices will probably go down. And then as I was about to fly out from Canada to Portugal, they canceled all direct flights. And then I had to go to the UK, which meant a 2-week quarantine, which turned into 10. And then it's like, but hold on, we might lock you down. We might. No, we won't. So like every day the information is changing. I'm like, dude, I just want to be somewhere sunny.
Lee, I have had the best sandwich of my life in Porto, Portugal. It was like this.
Did you like Porto?
I loved it. I went there for a conference years ago, and I did this walking food tour. It was the best thing I've ever did when I have traveled. And they took us to this little hole in the wall place. It's been there for 100 years, where they like roast their pork for 24 hours or something crazy. And it was so good. I'll send you the place if, hopefully you make it.
Please do.
Because it was
I will.
incredible. It's like the best food there. There's this sandwich that they have, and I don't know, it's like 3,000 calories or something. It's their signature this is a different sandwich. They're like the land of sandwiches if you're a sandwich person. But
I'm a pork person, that's for
sure.
Yeah.
It was amazing food. You'll love it. I really liked it. It was very charming there.
The way it was described to me is that Lisbon is very well. I mean, if there were to be a cosmopolitan Portugal, it would be Lisbon. And it's like, I've kind of had that before. Porto, people are a little friendlier, a bit more chill. And so that's why I chose that. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, I hope it does.
Yeah, and just scout it out. It's really weird trying to move countries. Like, I may actually move there permanently, but during COVID, just all the bureaucracies are malfunctioning, right? Like, good luck contacting a consulate and getting any information from them. It's just, yeah.
Well,
but whatever.
Can I have you like transfer over your Canadian citizenship? Can I have it?
I'll trade you for your American one.
I think that's how that works. If you're both on the Crawlspace network, that is actually you can just pass that.
You can pass it actually through the screen like you can with the coins. You can just pass that right through the screen. So yeah. If you wanted to pass it like that, then the other person would get it.
That'd probably solve a lot of problems. You can just trade some citizenships around.
Hey, if anybody
no more voting, just go where you like.
If anybody else wants to jump on, I'll hop off for a few minutes. Does anybody else just let us know in the message area? I'll hop off. Jump on because
Lance, I'll hop off, man. I got to go run the snowball. I just wanted to say, happy holidays to you guys, and I want to wish you all the best from the bottom of my black heart. But there is still something there, and you're just excellent fellows. This has been a wonderful year working with you guys. I can't thank you enough, and you know why. And all of you there, not that I know all of you, so I'll just be generally generous. I hope that you have a fantastic holiday season and as much love and joy as I can muster.
Happy New Year.
That
Lee.
was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Ka-king.
Thank you very much, Lee. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice to see you.
I'm exiting stage left.
And there goes Dr. Lee Meller. Check out Murder Was the Case, his podcast on the Crawlspace Media Network. Of course, Shiloh, what are you drinking?
So I have started this. This is not a sponsor, but Blue Apron will send you boxes of wine every single month. And this is one of my favorites. I actually ordered extra. Michelle, take a screenshot of that. I know you like your wine as well. Yeah, they're like 2/3 size bottles, so I don't feel like a terrible person.
And what kind of wine is that?
It's called Ciobolo.
Well, Ciobolo.
It's a Monastrell, and it is from Murcia, Spain.
I do like a good Monastrell.
Spanish wines, yes.
You put a good Monastrell or a Tempranillo in front of me, and I'm done.
Yeah. I'm a Malbec girl if I had to pick one, but
Malbec's nice.
Spanish wine.
Malbec's nice.
This is a good one.
I like them a little spicier.
Okay.
Well, Maggie Freeling has joined the chat room, and Marcella Hammer has come on. It's hammer time.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
How are you? I just wanted you to know I'm representing from upstate New York. We have a few of our Palette True Crime Club members in the hizzy with me. And I don't know if you're into sloths for Christmas, but I have this one, a sweater.
Oh, I'm into nice.
I'm into a sloth.
365 days a year.
Right? Like, who isn't?
Yeah.
Sloths, possums, raccoons are like the big three.
I can live without the possums, although the possums are very fascinating because they can survive anything. They'll survive anything. They're very durable.
Possum, they are adorable. They will win you over.
Oh, really?
They're amazing. And possum, like grown-up possums, carry all of their baby possums on their backs.
Yep.
You need to be following more possums on Instagram, guys.
Oh, maybe I will. Here's a fun possum fact: they'll never breed with any other. They'll never breed with anything else other than a possum because the male possum has a forked penis and the female possum has a 2-channeled vagina. So there's no other opportunity. I know these things God made these things. What?
Tell us more.
You know, like the levels that just opened up in my questions, but I'm a little speechless. What else? What other mammals would they be mating with?
Well, we don't even have to worry about that now. You don't even have to have that as a consideration in your head anymore.
But like, does that mean that there's a possibility that there are like sloths/raccoons out in the world because they don't have that same penis situation as the possum? Like now, I'm disturbed. I'm curious.
My knowledge of the genitalia.
Where are you going with this, sir?
I'm just telling you what I know.
Well, I appreciate it. I have some very serious questions for you guys, and they're all about true crime. Just kidding. They're not at all. Okay. We want to know, what's the worst gift you've ever gotten for the holidays? All three of you, I need to know this. How are you even still thinking? You don't have
a vacuum from my husband like the first year we were married. And I'm like, do you even know me? I'm sorry.
At least you didn't say you have cankles. That would be bad.
True.
Let's
it was
see.
The Dyson, so I'll stick up.
That's a good vacuum.
But see, that's like a classy vacuum.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. I was years and years ago. My family had a gift swap, and my former brother-in-law, who is just a horrible person, got my name, and my gift, which was nicely wrapped, was to my horror, as I was opening it, a box of Cheez-Its. And we had a $30 limit on the gifts. And I was like, oh, a box of Cheez-Its. And he's dying laughing. Everyone else is looking at him like, what is this? Like, is this a joke? And I open it up and there's 30 crumpled up $1 bills in it. It was the worst joke gift ever. And he's dying laughing. And the rest of the family is like, dude, you could have tried harder. He did it that day. Like, he went to the store and then sure, got the $31 bills. Such a disappointment.
Wait, I want to unpack this a little bit more.
Yeah, please unpack.
You said that he obviously did it that day. You think most people spend a lot more time than that with the gift?
I don't know if that's like relevant what I thought about other people, but it was like he didn't think about it, because I think we picked the names on Thanksgiving. He didn't think about it at all until probably like the 22nd. And my sister was probably like, you got to get Lance something. And he's like, oh, he was probably eating Cheez-Its at the time. And I was like, I'll just finish this box and I'll put the money in the box. It was awful. It wasn't so
like Cheez-Its.
No, I never even expressed an interest in Cheez-Its.
Can you read?
Well, that's just rude.
What was that, Charlotte?
I want
sensitive.
to see what you look like when you open the box. Can you like reenact?
Yeah, can we have a historical reenactment of the moment? Okay, action.
This was my
Action.
facial expression.
Okay.
Nice.
I mustered out a little laugh there. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it though. Cash is not the worst gift.
It wasn't even about like what the gift was. It was just the lack of, everyone else tried, and it was just the lack of like, and he thought it was funny. He just thought it was funny. But Shiloh, what's your? Oh, you said the vacuum. Has Tim answered? Tim hasn't answered.
Yeah, let's hear it, man.
I haven't answered. I don't really have a great answer. I was thinking about it a little bit. The only thing I have as an answer, as the only thing that I could really come to, I'm about to tweet your quote about the Cheez-Its, which I really love, Lance. I never even expressed an interest in Cheez-Its. I just think that was a pretty epic line.
I might rather have a box of Cheez-Its. I think Cheez-Its.
Great point. Like if he had given me a full box of Cheez-Its, that would have been funny.
Wait, so there was no Cheez-Its in there at all?
No, the Cheez-Its were gone. The crumpled up $1 bills had been replaced. Where'd you go? We're answering your question.
I do agree with Marcella. I do agree with Marcella
pressed the
in
wrong
that the
button.
cash is
I'm
a good
old.
gift.
Yeah.
I would be happy.
He's almost sadistic though in crumpling it up and like making you like, he's like getting joy out of you and crumpling it. Be like, I guess I gotta uncrumple money now.
Cash is a great gift if it came in the form of a Starbucks card or something like that, or if it was just $1 bills or something, and spend as you like. But it was I didn't even think about this. It was the sadistic nature of like, I still am accepting this gift that he's like, he just finds so funny and it's so demented.
Hey, let me send an apology right off the bat. I don't know who this person was. I don't know who it was. Sorry. I don't know if they're sadistic or not. You know what? I take it all back. I take it all back.
Chris said, what if it was worth of Cheez-Its?
He's done it again.
Fascinating. Just like,
so wait, what's your bad gift? You never answered, man.
Well, I don't really have a great answer. I as a kid, I remember.
What you must have, you guys, like, I'm astounded by the three of you. You must have people who really love you in your life to always give you good gifts, and you don't. I have hundreds.
I just don't want to embarrass any of them. Actually, every gift I've gotten is terrible, I would say.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Again, I apologize. Sorry, I'm getting tipsy.
everything that Tim it comes with a full disclaimer. Every show comes with a full apology from Tim. I have another bad gift. Do you want to hear a really quick second bad gift?
Yes, the opinions expressed here do not reflect the opinions of who say them.
All right, I got another bad gift. So I, at a young age, I would say I was probably like 9 or 10. I exhibited a mild talent at football. I was good. My neighbor would come down and we would play, and he was a quarterback and I was the wide receiver, and he would tell me to run out and button hook in, and I would catch the ball. I was at a young age very good at catching a football. And I told my parents that I would like a football, and they took me to a store, and I remember pulling into the parking lot, and I remember my mother and father going into the store to get me a football, and they came out with a kite. And I was like, what is this? And they said, well, the football was too expensive, so we got you a kite. And I'm serious, the kite was probably $1 or less than the football. And I really think that was a very defining moment in my life. I feel like that moment sort of dictated the path for the rest of my life. Because if I had that football, who knows? I probably would have had a scholarship.
Sure.
Probably would have gone to some football school that is, famous for it, like somewhere in Florida.
You'd be Wes Welker.
I could have been the next Wes Welker.
You would have been Wes Welker.
I would have been. They would have named me. They would have renamed me Wes Welker.
Mild.
Alas.
Nice.
Fly a kite. I still can't fly a kite today. So,
What
Do you ever remind your parents of that? About the
every-
time that they got you a kite? Okay, good.
every single day, I call them.
Nice of them.
Every single day, I
Good.
call them. And I was like, I could have been something.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have another
Okay.
question.
Well, let me give my answer quick before.
Yeah, you got to do it. Let's hear
All right.
it.
Well, again, it's a little bit different, but I just remember being a kid and really being into Batman in 1989, and like taking a peek out there at what was underneath the tree, and it looked like it was all shiny, and it was like looked like books to me, like all stacked up. And I remember thinking, "Oh no, fucking books! No, what did I do to get books?" But it wasn't books. It was too brief of a glimpse, and then I got a closer look, and it was toys. It was Batman figures.
Oh, whew.
Well, you lucked out. Okay, here's a
You.
question for you.
What about you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I could go so far. One of the most memorable ones was when I was like a young teenager back in the olden days of the 90s, and I wanted a leather jacket. And my father was great, and he always like went big. So I like opened the gift, and it looked like a brown leather jacket. Only when I pulled it out of the box, it kept going, and it was actually like a floor-length brown leather duster with fringe on it.
Oh no.
Wait,
And
and this was
I
a
was
bad
like,
gift?
Oh,
well, now I'd be wearing it, but when I was like 13 years old with a bowl cut, like that was just not the look.
wait, a duster
So
fringe.
a duster, like a long fringe duster made of leather,
Oh.
as though someone on the Outback would be wearing it. Not a girl in upstate New York with a bowl cut.
No. Oh my God. I didn't know they made
Loved it.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
fringe.
This was a long time ago, and it was probably one of a kind.
It probably
It was very special.
I had
Now I wish I had it.
I had a suede leather jacket that my dad bought me with fringe that I thought was the shit. And I remember wearing it to school on a day that it decided to sprinkle here in Southern California. And all of these mean girls on the bus were like, "Why did you wear a suede jacket when it's raining? Don't you know you're going to ruin it?" And it was like mortifying. Here I am wearing my cute new fringe jacket.
And you know what? Where are those mean girls now? Not here.
That's right.
So that's what they get.
That's right, Marcella.
They are not even on the bus. Okay, here's a question for all of you. And I don't have an answer to it myself, but I'm hoping that you can get creative. Are there any Christmas carols that you think are actually about murder instead of Christmas?
I mean,
Like that hippopotamus for Christmas? I think that's about murder. No, I just thought
Grandma got rid of
it.
I mean,
right?
you could probably write a story around "Let It Snow" that is kind of dark.
Tell me more, Tim.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to read into some shit.
Right.
I'm
So if
saying.
you're reading into the lyrics on that, the weather outside is frightful, but inside is so delightful. It could be,
I don't know. I don't know. You're manipulating the person, saying, "Hey, look, the weather. Hey, it's snowing so bad. Hey, I gotta stay here. We're hanging out now. I'm not going anywhere."
So is the weather the
Who knows? Who knows what happens from there?
Guys, someone named Bill Thomas in the chat said, "All I want for Christmas is you." Makes me want to kill someone. And I don't necessarily agree with it making me want to kill someone, but it sounds like you might have.
right?
Or might be about to.
Yeah.
Marcella, you just said someone named Bill Thomas. It's just Bill Thomas. We need to introduce you to Bill Thomas. Bill Thomas will not
Hello,
accept
sir.
you saying someone.
Hello.
Someone named Bill
I don't know.
Thomas.
Up a
That
bit.
is Uncle Bill.
Hi, Uncle Bill.
Uncle, he's every.
I apologize for my gaffe.
Okay. Okay. He He's a 2-strike and you're out person.
Well, I don't know what sport that's from, so I guess I don't have to play by those rules.
It's from kite flying.
Yeah. Oh,
It's from the best
illustrious.
in the United States. I'm going to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and I'm going to jump off. Bye, guys.
Hi, Shiloh. Nice to see you.
Shiloh, we love you and appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us.
And check out her podcast, LA Not So Confidential. If you weren't already aware, make yourself aware of it. Go subscribe.
Or hit the bricks. I don't know. I feel like I'm still thinking about that Christmas Carol song that has to do with murder. Well, I'm going to think about that. You think about another question.
Hunter. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I've got another one. Oh, worst gift you've ever given anybody?
My gift.
Nothing? You're like, wait, look at these thoughtful human men.
Things of legend.
Some of them are dated now. I remember giving an ex-girlfriend a GPS, like for her car. Like, obviously, that's totally useless now.
But really useful at the time for you to stalk her.
Super useful to stalk her. Hey, back off, bro.
I thought I muted myself. Sorry.
She was bad at directions. That was at the time. She said it was the best gift anyone ever got her, though. For the record, the irony is,
she probably still has it. She probably still uses it.
That wouldn't be that surprising.
she was that bad.
Sorry.
Garments are forever.
If you're listening, sorry.
Sorry. I don't know. Bad gift. I don't think I've ever given a bad gift. Everyone opens my gifts and they're like, did an angel get this for me? Did a psychic who knows my inner thoughts?
You guys are really thoughtful.
Just showing up, and people are like, "This is a gift."
That's true. I mean, I feel that way, and we just really met a few weeks ago. So
very true.
You're a gift.
Yeah. What about you?
I feel like the same as you, but that can't possibly be true. So I'm sure I've given a couple like real doozies, but never anything as vindictive as the box full of Cheeto cash. Or Cheez-It cash.
I would have loved the Cheeto.
Which I kind of want to do to somebody. Like, I kind of want to...
Oh, man, did I start a thing?
You might have started a thing.
Oh, damn. Yeah, what's the...
I don't hate that idea.
What's the Christmas Carol about a donkey?
That's Dominic the...
Dominic the donkey?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's about murder.
Oh, it's an evil donkey?
No, I think that's about... Oh. I think it's a I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's like his murder name is Dominic the Donkey? Like a hit.
Yeah, he's a part of the mafia. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry if I insulted any of the Italian Americans. I don't think that all Italians are in the mafia.
Just some. Maybe. Listen, I take responsibility for all of the things that I say when you guys cringe. I take it. It's okay.
Marcel, the mafia isn't even real. It's a shadow waste management business. Everyone knows that. There is a fourth square that's available. If anyone wants to hop on, there are a lot of friendly faces in the chat room. And you know what? Don't make me talk too much more because I'm getting a little tipsy and I'm definitely going to say some stupid shit.
You've had that winter lager with a hint of ginger and coriander. All right, yeah, we got a fourth spot open. We don't want to see in here. We don't want to see.
Everybody's afraid because I'm here. Oh,
Marcella,
this one's not afraid.
Marcella, quickly, describe your group.
Who are you?
You do in Saratoga?
Oh yeah,
Springs?
so
you were.
I'm just this weirdo. I'm just this like weird lady that comes in with all the jokes. I just lubricate situations with comedy. That's my new favorite joke. So I am from Saratoga Springs. This person that just joined the chat is Liz in a hat.
And I came in at 9 from being outside, which today was just a nightmare. But I was hoping that I could take a couple seconds of your time. My family does Secret Santa. It's a tradition. We pick names on Thanksgiving. Someone has messed up every single year for the last 20 years. This year, it being virtual, might be the year we finally get it right. But I know none of my family is going to be listening to this because they're not cool. I got my brother-in-law, and I was hoping I could try out my slam poetry that I wrote for him. About 15 seconds long. I just finished it like two hours ago.
Are you
going to put it in a Cheez-It box for him? I think you're going to get a Liz performance.
We're gonna get some slam poetry.
Yeah, I haven't figured out.
I get the chaos follows.
I am very excited.
I'm about to slam some poetry. Oh, yes, I am. You deserve an ode of praise for all you do for this crazy family is what you love. Always go beyond and above. Father and husband, brother and son, all you are and will become. But this I knew from the start. You knew just how to win my heart. See, years ago, one weekend break, that first night, you made me steak. He's a vegetarian.
I like that ending. That's a solid ending.
So that's my.
That's a solid ending.
And then I'm gonna give them gift certificates for weekends away, and I'll watch their kid.
You should give them a box of Cheez-Its with cash inside.
They would be really concerned about my mental health at that point if I did that. They'd be like, "Is our things okay at home?" I'd be like, "Well, no, but this is unrelated."
The slam poetry is great. Where did that come from? Is there a origin story to why this is a thing?
A couple of years ago, started like getting this like weird, like I wrote a couple of like diddles or whatever you call them about ditties, like the one at Palette. It's kind of like Dr. Seuss. That one's like kind of Dr. Seussy. I don't know. They're fun. Sometimes they get angry. Sometimes they're just fun. I wrote a whole so for their wedding, I had this idea where I was going to write like a whole big thing for them. And then I got overwhelmed with my duty to be on linens and I never finished it. And so I held on to it. I finished it for their first year anniversary. Never happened. And then the year that they had their baby, so it would have been 3, he's 3 now. I finally finished it with like the last bit with Lou included. And they have that frame now. That's a good one. I like that one. That one was meaningful. I wrote one about this, the bar that I used to live over for a few months, Desperate Annie's, which did super dark Monday nights and Thursdays, and I got 0 sleep when I lived there. They had this like sound guy that would drive in a white van, and he would wear like a jacket that was like the one that you got, Marcella, and he had like this stringy like blonde hair, and he looked kind of like a high school shooter, really. But he always was so nice, and I would see him. And so one day I wrote like a thing for him that was like inspired. It was like really, really dark, and then at the end it was like he pulled out something, but it was just like his guitar, and it's just music, and no one's dead, and he's great, and he loved that. Yeah, I like my Palette one though. I'll have to dig that one up.
Okay, so that is a good transition because Palette is why I'm here. So I'm from upstate New York. Liz is from upstate New York. I work for an organization called Palette. It's a community and co-working space, and it's mostly women, but also some emotionally evolved men. And we started a true crime club because we found out so many of us are complete weirdos and share in common, this passion that all of y'all have as well, and this level of interest. So in August 2019, we started getting together every Wednesday, and we meet weekly every Wednesday. We call it Wicked Wednesday, because we're the only ones that have ever said that, I think, with that alliteration. No one's ever thought of that before.
I think that's right.
It's true. And, we started off just kind of like talking about all the different podcasts that we love, and it really transitioned into, we spent a lot of time talking about Sheila Shepherd, who you guys covered so incredibly. And I have to tell you, the hot cop, his driveway was full of snow today. I felt so bad for him. His kids didn't even shovel. Heck no.
Well, you expect
I hire somebody to do that. I can't do that.
This is 2020. There's no kid who's gonna knock on the hot cop's door to be like, "Hey, can you give me 10? Can you?"
Well, he has 2 young adults. They should.
Bye, Liz.
But in any case, like that's how I met you guys. Is I reached out like a total weirdo over the internet around the 40th anniversary of Sheila Shepherd's death, and you guys were so kind as to chat with me and be so nice to me, even though I'm weird. And we of our Palette True Crime group joined this event a few weeks ago. And it was amazing. It was life-changing. So basically, we're open to anyone. If you're into true crime and just want to talk about everything about true crime, you're welcome to join our group. It's a digital meetup every Wednesday, 6 to 7 p.m. No longer in person because that's creepy. And it's really fun. And I have to tell you guys, we had a special guest last night, actually 2. And it was Josh Hallmark and Phoebe LaFave, and we swooned.
Josh Hallmark, other than being a scoundrel and a cold-blooded SOB, is just a delight to be around.
Absolutely amazing man. He was so nice. And Phoebe's amazing. I don't know if you guys have met Phoebe. She does a podcast called Upstate Unsolved that is very victim focused, but it's phenomenal. She's such a good storyteller. She her first season was about Suzanne Lyle, and Josh Hallmark is pretty convinced that Israel Keys is responsible for Suzanne Lyle's disappearance.
Interesting.
So
I'm sorry I missed it. Did you get to ask my question?
I don't remember your question because I have the memory retention of a jellyfish, but I will tell you he said 90%, Liz, on Israel Keys for
No.
Sheila.
Feeling it. Hey, you guys, what would if you got caught up in something that you like were completely innocent of, but and like eventually cleared, but it like followed you and you finally felt like it was your chance to tell your story? Who would you want to team up with? What podcast would you team up with, assuming you didn't already have podcasts?
That's fucking easy.
Crawlspace or Missing More Mari.
Or Empty Frames. I don't care.
Yeah. Lot goes on behind the scenes in Empty Frames that no one knows. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you guys don't. Let's say you're Joe Schmo. Let's say you're me. And you're like, I don't know. You're like, who do I go to?
Okay, so if I had been accused of a crime, it stuck with me. Did I go to trial and then I was innocent?
It took like almost a decade for it all to be resolved.
A decade for it to be resolved.
Questions.
Okay.
This is the complex question.
What podcast would I go to?
Serialized seasons. There's a whole season. You are going to trust them with telling your real story. Like this is your chance.
Other than Crawlspace and okay, I would, I would either go with Josh Hallmark or Sarah Turney. I think both of them do incredible. They have incredible reach and they do incredible research. They don't play fast and loose with details. They will make sure that everything's out there in a very articulate way.
Good track record, very honest. Yeah, perfect.
Good. One more question. If you had like let's say you guys like were murderers and you had like a murder song. This is a question I don't answer to, and I think it tells so much about a person. What would like your killing song be? I have learned like fast and hard that this is like so much about like, what kind of killer this person would be. What side?
You're just saying what song that
like,
I would.
If I had to pick, it might be Karma Police. That's more like my
Really?
Yeah. Right?
That would.
Oh, I would have to go with like the Mamas and the Papas.
Someone once gave me an unsettling answer, and it was Chubby Checker's mashed potato lover, and I was like, I should not be asking this question anymore. I just picture like
yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Stuff.
What is the question? Murder song though? Like
yeah,
you
like,
wanna...
if you're gonna go murder a bunch of people, like what's your soundtrack?
Well, it doesn't. I mean, you might not be murdering a bunch of people. Like I learned that was that
or a
person's kind of probably thing.
There's no question in my mind that it's Tub Thumper by Chumbawamba. There's no question in my mind.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Makes you want.
There is no other answer.
Yeah. It's a really odd question. Aware of that.
I've tied the person up, and then I say, Alexa, play Tub Thumper by Chumbawamba.
I mean, like we've all seen American Psycho. Like soundtrack is key. But you haven't, okay.
My Alexa is now playing.
That's too violent for
Alexa
me.
is now playing. Yeah.
Turn it up.
This has to stop.
Epic song.
Are you going to tell me what song that the Christmas song is that's about murder? Huey Lewis and the
all of them.
Nice. Nice.
They're all about murder, aren't they?
That makes sense, actually. Yeah.
It's a trick question.
I think we're getting a lot of new sponsors tonight, like Cheez-Its and maybe some bands. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go.
Sponsoring us.
Yeah.
Crawlspace sponsored by Cheez-Its.
I mean
they'll probably send it in a box with
years.
crumpled up bills.
I think
maybe they'll be bigger than
we
one.
should reach out for a sponsorship for you guys.
There's a lot of
I thought they died.
There's a lot of activity going on in the message area here.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to jump off because I am
There's a lot of people.
not funny. Bye. You guys are amazing.
Hammer time.
Merry freaking holidays.
Merry holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry holidays.
Whatever you celebrate, have a good one.
I celebrate it all.
Boxes are going to open, okay?
All right. Thanks for the
Nice to see you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Marcella, thank you. And we will invite you back for another night here where we talk about crime with you and your group out of Saratoga Springs, New York. What a great group. The energy. We love it.
We got 4 minutes. Who's up? Who's up for 4 minutes?
We're going a little late, Lance. I don't know.
I'm trying to get people on here.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do need people to go on because we do not have any agenda. So there is nothing
else to talk about.
No.
Just snow. How about that snow?
Oh, how about it? So good. That snow.
Did you shovel or anything today?
Yeah, I did. I went out there. I played with the kids on the snow. You know, the kids love the snow. They love it. We went sledding even a little bit today.
Oh, sledding.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been sledding in years.
Yeah.
I just haven't lived in an area that has a lot of declines. All inclines.
Well, you could find them.
I don't want to look for
them. All right. So let's see. Chris Duet is in the chat room. Bex Seabass is in the chat room. Now we're just going to start calling people out. Jared Orris is in the chat room.
Oh, here we go. Chris Duet.
Chris Duet is popping on.
Bex Seabass. Very good.
All right. We called him out. How is it going? Chris Duet of Criminal Perspective and Rebecca Sebastian of Dialogue. What the fuck is going on?
I can't stay on long. My internet is super crappy. I just wanted to say hello and happy holidays, and this has been awesome. So yeah, that's it.
Chris, you're looking good tonight. Are you doing something? You're just looking good. You're looking bright, lively.
Moisturizer and hopes and dreams. I don't know.
Yep. No, that's good. Yeah. Sarah Turney said you're glowing. You're glowing.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. She's too good to me.
You've been rocking that essential oil.
Oh, look, my hold on, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
What is that?
I hold on.
What is happening here? Oh, mine's happening too.
My stop. No, it's not funny. I don't know. My webcam is.
Is it really that heavy?
All right, I'm taking
it's so heavy.
My webcam.
No, that was really weird. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to be dramatic. I swear.
Oh, it's bad.
You're sweating, Rebecca.
No, I like to make an entrance. I don't know what happened. It was open, but it was not. It's weird.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys? Are you guys okay? I wanted to make sure you guys are okay.
We're drinking. I'm drinking.
I can tell. I know. I felt like a sober voice was needed, so I'm here in case any.
Tim is questionable.
Yeah. All right. No, as long as you're having fun and you're home, you're safe, you're good.
That's a virtual background.
I mean, it's a virtual background. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I'm not driving anywhere.
He's actually in his car driving right now.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's not even funny. Lance, happy belated
birthday.
Apologize.
I apologize. Oh, sorry.
I'm sitting in my driveway in my car. This is a virtual background. That's true. But I'm not.
Okay, as long as you don't have keys in your
car. The car is moving, but he's not driving. Let's just make that clear. So.
Okay, I'm glad I'm helping the situation. This is going exactly as I hoped it would. Hi, Chris.
You're so. Why are you so meek when you say hello to me? You're scared.
I didn't mean to be meek. I just wanted to make eye contact with you.
It was one of those kind of like, hey, like a pity.
No, not at all. I'm just trying to move the conversation away from drunk driving.
It was more like rolling.
I could have done that easily.
Neutral roll. Okay, cool. Not a problem.
Snowbank.
Not a problem at all. But I want to say happy belated birthday to Lance. I really did because I did miss it.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you. I was waiting all day for that and it never came. And I went to bed at 12:01 and I was like, oh, I guess she's not.
Did you get your Cheez-It gram? Your Cheez-It gram that I sent you?
I did. Thank you.
Yeah. Anytime.
Gift that keeps on giving.
But he wouldn't stop talking about it. So.
Yeah, and he did text me at midnight though on his birthday and was like, I can't believe Rebecca.
It makes sense now why he texted me and was like, where's the money? So
yeah.
I guess he assumed that Cheez-It boxes just come full of money.
I've been really disturbed from that. It's been a common theme through my life. But
major trust issues now.
Well, next year we'll send a stripper that jumps out of a Cheez-Its box, a giant.
Or just keep it the same size Cheez-Its box and make it very small.
A tiny stripper.
Yeah.
Wear the Cheez-Its box. I'll dance for Lance wearing the Cheez-Its box.
Oh, I like how you just volunteered that.
Hey, I got nothing else to do. Look at me.
That's great.
Look, I'm here for you.
Perfect. I'm sending the calendar invite now for next Christmas.
It will take a year to plan that out and to execute. So this is good that we've established it.
We're gonna need a lot of work.
Have you ever tried to schedule anything with me?
Yes.
That's
why we're doing it now.
I have.
It's not easy, is it, Rebecca?
I might have had to tweet at you to check your email. Yes, it's true. But I figured it out. I figured it out.
Yeah.
All right.
We made it work. We always make it work.
We have a date. A recording date.
True.
It happened.
And a romantic one.
Yes. Everybody.
Our spouses have no idea.
Breaking news. You heard it on Good Vocal first.
Yeah. They'll find out with you guys when the podcast airs.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's just between the four of us here.
Yeah.
There's no one in this chat room, is there?
What did I walk into? My gosh.
Yeah, this hornets.
I'm gonna hop off before this becomes a total shit show and
it's
somebody
too
else
late.
can, somebody else can correct the.
Hey, do you remember, Chris? Do you remember when you laughed so hard you almost had a heart attack?
I did.
That sometimes I think about that moment and I'll just laugh randomly and like.
I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but they were playing like a sound clip of Lance over and over. And it was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
We were just like we had just finished up an interview, I think, and Tim had recorded. Tim had taken like a little sound bite, and he was just dropping them in as sound bites. And what did I say? I was just like, oh, it was like something.
It was just like
yeah.
See, just doing it right now, I heard it all over again. It's hilarious. See, look at Tim.
Like it was so. If you listen to it, it was funny, right? It was funny in the moment, but then you hear it again, and then like my tone was like, you could really pull a lot of meaning out of it, like. I was trying.
Rebecca's like, this is not fucking funny at all. It doesn't sound like it was ever funny.
Yeah, it was taken from like an episode, and it was like something that we'd normally cut because we use one of our tracks if we're talking, not the other, not both in that case. And it was like Lance like agreed and then disagreed in the same sound.
There was a lot of layers to it.
Interpretive dance. I like it.
It sounds like he was very certain in his confusion.
But it was just kept driving. Tim kept driving it home and home.
Sorry, I'm doing this again.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Sorry, I wanted to fix it. I'm gonna fix it later. I thought I would fix it. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll try to find that sound again. That was a good one.
That was a good one. But Chris literally, like, he was laughing, and that made us laugh, which made him laugh. And he was like, "Guys, I have to stop. I'm gonna have a heart attack." He was literally,
I was like, my left arm was going numb, and I was like, "Fuck, that's the first sign of a heart attack."
Oh
And
my
I was like, "Guys, I'm dying." It was so I can't tell you the last time I laughed that hard. I don't know what it was, but just the whole thing was just it was so
That's
funny.
the best feeling.
yeah.
It was nice.
And then,
Not feeling like I was going to
an arm and a heart attack. Yeah.
as great as a heart
It got kind of scary towards the end.
Yeah.
when the defibrillators came out.
Oh my goodness. So what did I miss? I was so late tonight. I know you're probably already done, but what did I miss? So much.
We did a bunch of true crime trivia, and we didn't know what to call it, but we figured maybe something like
There's no
crime
alcohol
related.
involved.
Yeah,
Mhm.
something like crime related. Like, you know, if you were to stumble upon a crime scene, you'd find something like clues, or maybe like yellow tape or something like that.
I called it caution tape. It's like,
Yeah, we call it caution tape. It's caution tape.
yellow's trademark. Yellow's my color. You can't have it. That's cool. Thanks. That's good to know. I actually was doing trivia, which is why I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, cool. How'd it go? Where'd you go? Yeah, you got a green
trivia.
We just did it on a Zoom. I did it with some lovely Canadian women who are true crime YouTubers. What is Brock? Lance had his ex-bro-in-law exiled from his family. Oh, the Cheez-It story. I have been hearing about that. Thank you, Brock, for bringing me up to speed. Thank you. Yeah, Murder News, Aurora and Angelina in Canada. So I guess you could say it was international. No big deal, but I'm just kidding. I mean, same concept. Yeah, we did trivia. It was super fun. It was really fun. It was my first time doing it on Zoom. So the audience, you know, it was all the squares, and we all played together, and we went to breakout rooms. And it was
cool.
a lot, but it took 2 hours. It's a little too long. We got to tighten it up. So, but it was good.
How many people were on the Zoom?
Oh, big whopping 20 of us.
Oh, wow.
It was nice. It was a nice group. Yeah, we gave all the money to the Innocence Project, and it was fun.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. And you were emceeing it?
Yeah, I hosted it. I co-hosted with these two women. Yeah, we had a nice time.
What happened when you said it was 2 hours? So it went a little bit longer than you thought. Was it because everybody was sort of just talking and it? Oh.
Yeah, there's chatter, and then there's break. It takes time to send everybody into a breakout room. We give them 8 minutes to do the 5 questions and then come back. And so that already is 5 rounds, 5 minutes, 25 minutes, chit chat, you know. So I'd like to tighten it up. It was definitely our first time on Zoom. It shouldn't be that long. Nobody seemed like they were dying to leave, but I definitely would rather leave them wanting more than them being like, when is this over? So we're working it out, but it was super fun. A good group. It was international. People from different countries. It was really cool.
Where was the furthest country away?
Laos?
What?
That's not a real country.
Oh, Laos?
Is it Asia? Let's go with Asia. Yeah, we had somebody in Asia. We had West Coast, East Coast, Canada, and yeah, I think that was it.
Well,
I think
very
Tim is
cool.
part Laos.
Yeah, it was fun.
I am. I'm actually,
Either
yeah.
New Jersey or Asia. That's always my backup. Yeah, I can't remember. Jersey or Asia.
Yeah, I was.
Are you from
I
New
was-
Jersey? I'm from New Jersey, Brock.
Yeah, I was born in Eurasia, America. It was a great time being born there.
And a great time period too. I mean,
Oh.
it was
It's been great.
and the booming years that they call them.
Hey, I have no complaints. I love everybody. Everyone's a professional.
Everyone, everywhere. Wow.
Yeah. No one has done anything that we would ever say anything bad about, and we get everyone's name right all the time.
Yeah. Perfect record. No
Hey.
issues.
There's a fourth square here, and yes, we are flawless, as you pointed out. Thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca, what show do you do? What's your show called?
My podcast show is called Dialogue, a True Crime Conversation. Thanks for asking. I'm looking for a sticker or a sign. I don't have one. Oh, yeah, I do.
And yes, and tell us what it's
Die
about.
a log, and you
What a
killed
clever
the
name.
Hawk.
Oh, do you want a sneak peek at my holiday card that you guys are going to get?
Yeah.
Speaking of death puns. Can you see it?
This year is dead to me. Here's to a killer 2021. That's great. You put so much thought into these things. That's really outstanding.
Why? For what? I'm just kidding. It's okay. Thanks. You know, I did worry about that one after it came back from the printer. Like, is this the right year to send out like a deathy?
It's
holiday wish?
the exact right year.
I hope so. It's podcast related. It's only going out to people affiliated with the podcast. It's not going out to family and friends. So hopefully they'll understand the point of view and the angle. But yeah.
If it did go out to family and friends, would they be surprised?
No, they wouldn't be surprised. They would just be disappointed continually, like they always are.
Well, you might as well just send it out then.
Yeah,
Own
might as
it.
well, right? Why make 2 cards?
Just lean into it. And as Michelle said in the chat room, on brand. That's on brand, Rebecca.
Yeah, thanks.
I thought brand was a reindeer, and I thought she was saying on Donner, on Blitzen, on brand.
Nope.
Whew, okay.
And with that, all right, who wants my spot? I'm gonna go eat dinner. I haven't eaten yet.
Well,
What are you having
Rebecca,
for dinner?
go eat your dinner.
I'm gonna go make some cheese and crackers.
Oh, have some
Oh,
cheeses
you
and
should-
crash.
You should have a more balanced diet.
It's 10 p.m. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do.
Wow.
How do I get out of here? I forget. Oh yeah. Okay. Bye, you guys.
Cheez-Its and dollar bills.
All right, Rebecca,
best
thank
dinner.
you so much. We really appreciate everything you do. Is she still in the room? She is.
Nope.
Rebecca, we really appreciate everything. Thank you.
2 squares open, everybody, and don't leave us hanging here. I mean, we're staying live because I don't know why.
I don't know.
Because we're it's a holiday party.
It's a holiday party, and honestly, I've spent 90% of my day in the snow, shoveling, but I loved it. You know what? It
Really?
was. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was really good to fire up the snowblower. You know, just out there, you get the ear pods in, and you're just like into your own thing and cleaning things up. It's fun.
Okay,
Can
good.
you hear me?
Well, here we've got Jared from Even the Podcast is Afraid with a big
And I
jug
brought
of Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its.
How you doing, Jared?
I'm doing good. I'm just eating Cheez-Its.
And Jenna Mel, how are you? Jenna Mel, of course, from our Suitcase Jane Doe series and PIs for the Missing and, well, Crawlspace Media. Jen works with us. We talk to her every day.
Wow, that's a lot of honorifics.
Oh my goodness, where did you get? I think something's going on with my internet here.
What's wrong with your internet?
It looks like you have a giant 30-pound jug of Cheez-Its.
Well, it was full. And everybody in this household loves Cheez-Its. And that's where we're at.
I'm so mad I told that story.
I'm going to
Such a great story, Lance.
So many
really,
Cheez-Its now.
Yeah, really such a great story. I'm definitely going to send you Cheez-Its box with gifts inside it, dollar bills.
Goodness.
Jesus Christ. Look, I'm
$100
doing
bills.
Oh,
ooh, what's the puzzle?
It's this Four Seasons
Oh, that's lovely.
thing. It's very hard.
How many pieces?
1,000.
Are they double-sided? I don't fuck around with puzzles unless they're double-sided.
Well, I don't fuck around with puzzles, period. I can't even read.
It's 4D.
You don't have to read to make a puzzle.
It's an
You don't
extra
know.
dimensional puzzle.
You have to read lines and corners.
That's true. Jen, I like your very avant-garde angle you have there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh
with
no,
this.
don't change it. It's great.
Flipped my screen. Do you guys experience this on Get Vocal?
I'm trying to read what the liquor is on the other side of the room.
Oh yeah, go ahead and try.
No,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a
Johnny
great
Walker
angle though.
Johnny
Yeah,
Walker.
We've got a
Right
view
now.
of your wet bar. You're drinking Johnny Black. What are you drinking?
Yeah, Johnny Walker Black Label.
Huh. Okay.
That's the one.
In her little cups.
This bar here is like a moonshine era bar, and it like folds into itself, and all the like bottles can go inside this little thing.
That's amazing.
It's so cool.
Jen, please, you work with us, please, and tell us what it's like to work with at Crawlspace Media on a day-to-day basis. Please share.
Oh goodness. It is truly the joy
Yeah,
of my life.
there you go. There you go. Know that things on the line with this answer.
It's being recorded.
Of course it is.
There's
And
a lot of-
broadcast, and you're going to edit it later.
It's true. I am. I'm gonna edit this whole part out.
You're going to get rid of my Cheez-It moment.
Are you going to drink those?
I'll keep that in though.
But please, Jen, really, I want to know. I think the people out there want to know what it's like to work on a day-to-day basis at Crawlspace Media. With us, I feel like most people wouldn't expect the truth about that.
What? Oh, I mean, I feel like you're driving at something very specific here. It's like the coolest job ever. Honestly, we get to do so many different things. We get to advocate for people that we care about, and we get to do cool media and like talk to all these amazing people, like Jared.
Hey,
Jared, what's going on with Southern Oddities?
I just got done writing episode 14, which is on Santa Claus, Georgia.
Oh, damn.
And
A
is
town of less than 300 people.
Oh, that's a town in Georgia. It's not someone named Santa Claus, Georgia.
Nope, but they have a Santa Claus statue.
Whoa, wait a sec. Jason in the chat has said, that's near me.
Hey.
Not me. Near him.
Wow.
I didn't know Jason lived in Georgia.
You guys can meet up for a social distance drink.
We meet up in Santa Claus, Georgia.
After
Mhm.
It's 10:18, guys. That's my bathroom break, so I'm going to sign off. I'll be right back because I don't want to make a mess on my rug.
Yeah, don't make a mess on your rug, but don't worry, we'll hold the fort down.
Please hold the fort down.
Yeah.
It just has to happen. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no worries.
What an
Don't sweat
idiot.
it. There is a spot open. Please take it. Lance won't grab it if there's a fourth filled when he gets back. Come on, please. It's the opportunity I've been waiting for.
Hey.
And Ryan Claaldo joins.
I'll take it just to
going on?
cheers you because I know he'll be back soon. So cheers, my friend.
Cheers, Ryan. How you doing? Nice to see you.
I'm well. Nice to see you too. Nice to meet you too. I don't know how you do introductions on Zoom, but nice to
Well,
see
you
guys.
know, there's a little lag here and there. You know, you just gotta hope for the best. Jenna Mel works with us. Jared of Even the Podcast is Afraid and Southern
Right.
Oddities works with us as well.
Nice to meet
What's up,
you.
Brian? I really enjoyed your episode on Missing Maura Murray.
Oh, thank you.
Some very interesting theories.
Thanks. I don't want to get too into that, but I do have a couple gifts to share. I remember one time we did a Secret Santa Claus at my parents' house when I was like younger, and I suppose one of the uncles must have forgot to buy something because his gift to the Secret Santa thing was this little like flashlight. And we kind of thought that's a weird, shitty gift. Like it's just whatever. It didn't even have batteries. Like it cost like, I don't know, maybe $2. And we saw it later at the gas station, like 3 miles away, the same flashlight. So he had literally bought this thing, to Lance's point, 30 minutes probably before the evening when someone told him you need to pick up something for this thing. So I thought that was a pretty bad gift.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing.
You bet.
Well, Ryan, we appreciate you joining here quickly. you were on Missing Maura Murray recently. Give us a quick overview. I know it's not easy to jump right into, but what's going on with the Maura Murray community? Give us like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Like a snapshot from my perspective, or like, is that what you're asking? Oh man, yeah, strange community. I came in from a really like newbie perspective where I didn't really look at the things going on in the community at all. I looked at the case only, and I didn't see how like community dynamics could be so important to a cold case. And so like, my original theories I sent to Bill Rausch and stuff, and everything, and like I just interacted with everybody, and I don't know. I'm sure that maybe by the sounds of things, Sharon may have read emails of mine, because I was just really naive and really interactive, and I just thought, hey, everyone's trying to help and everything, and so yeah, like, and I don't know. Bill Rausch is a bit of an I don't know what to comment on him. He's a character, certainly. But all
right, it's a wild community. It's a wild community.
It's a wild community, and the Peabody thing from Renner was crazy.
It was.
I'll just say that. The whole Carlo DeWitt thing was crazy because, it just made me think like, wow, this is like 16 years of this type of stuff that I've seen in like this summer. Like that must drive people a little nuts. Like I commend you guys who keep it up, and like Tim and you and Lance have done an amazing thing by keeping it going, and I hope you don't shut it down anytime soon. I'll say that.
Thank you. No, we're not shutting anything down anytime soon or anything.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Happy to hear it. Yeah. We'll keep it more light. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah.
Take care.
Cheers to you. And, yeah, you're a part of. I wanted to say you're a part of the Maura community. Thank you for being a part of that community. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, thanks for having me, and thanks for replying to emails and then shooting the shit back and forth and having me on. I mean, I really appreciate it. You guys were genuine on that, so it's really cool.
Sweet.
All right, so
now we're all gonna recite the alphabet backwards. You go first, Tim.
Z, Y, X, W, U, T, V.
Oh my God, you can actually do it.
CPS.
Keep going.
No, I don't know the alphabet.
He's looking it up on Google.
But I did start this by saying that I'm probably going to drink 4 beers tonight, and that is it. I'm 4 beers, and I'm a lightweight. Like I used to drink a lot more than that on a night out. You know what I mean? 4 beers nowadays. I'm 40 years old now. I'm like drunk at 4 beers.
No,
well, you're doing better than Lance. I think Lance is swimming right now.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's going to shovel again.
Well, if anyone wants to grab the box, there is a spot open. Feel free to bring any topic you'd like. We can discuss true crime. We can discuss anything you want. Our episode this week, the PIs for the missing Crawlspace episode from this week was really great. I just think it was really awesome going on that search with Greg Overacker and Emily and her whole crew. Going caving was pretty amazing.
Yeah, man. Would you have gone down into that cave?
No, a million no's.
I'm back.
Never in a million years.
You wouldn't have gone in the cave?
The cave?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
No. It was like a hole in the ground that was down 30 feet. It wasn't even like a cave you could just walk into, like it was like a bear cave. It was a hole in the ground.
Adventure.
No way I would go in there. I would be afraid.
I was begging Emily Davis to let me get in the cave. I was like, I'm going in. And she was like, if you're going in, you're gonna suit up. And I'm like, I'm not suiting up. I scramble. What?
Going in naked.
I was like, the only way I can get in there is naked with and rub Crisco on me so I can get through those crevices. Yeah. Like I'm going in, I'm finding something.
I would have
He's a
gone in the
freak.
hole. I wouldn't have gone in any crevices because this body's not a wonderland. It's built like a mid-sized sedan.
Well, it is not a comfortable place. I'll tell you that. There was a guy who unsuited and went down in just his clothing because there was this crevice that led into another area, another like opening under the ground, and he you can see the footage. He brought the GoPro down there. It's so goddamn claustrophobic, and he backed up because he realized that if he went any further and fell, he would be stuck and it would turn into a rescue mission. And he was like, no, that's not going to happen. And he backed up and came out, but they were pulling stuff out of there. All this garbage that had been like either washed out from dumps or people had just like dumped their garbage, and dirty diapers was one of the main things that came out of there. A lot of dirty diapers came out of the cave, and they were able to set a rough date for like the level they were at the bottom. They were able to set a rough date because they found a glass Pepsi 2-liter bottle. So they checked when Pepsi stopped making those 2-liter bottles. And they were like, okay, so this is around this time. It's even worse when she's crawling.
Go back the other way again.
That was great.
That was amazing.
Wait, but I have a question about the diapers. So somebody walked into the woods with their diapers
No.
and threw them into a hole.
No. What probably happened was that people would deposit their garbage in like a makeshift landfill, and a lot of those garbages probably had old diapers in it because a lot of them had kids. And diapers are very not biodegradable too. So a lot of the other stuff probably deteriorated. And then there was like the ground just kind of settles, and then things move underground. She had this whole explanation for why trash would be there, because we were thinking the same thing. We were like, wow, people just go and dump their trash. And she was like, well, not really. There are dumps, there are landfills, and sometimes these the items kind of wash out underground over the period of like 40 years or something.
Super gross. Don't litter.
Or if there's some sort of a river that just so happens to have that leads to that cave, diapers I'm sure stink.
Yeah. Keep in mind the hole was 30 feet down, so it's kind of who knows, where that came from. I feel like someone could have thrown bags of trash down that hole.
Oh, I'm sure. But she was saying there's like landfills, and in old days, landfills, they would dig a hole and just dump trash in and fill the hole.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was the answer to where our trash goes.
Yeah, I was driving in Philly the other day, and I stopped at a stoplight, and this man rolled down his window and threw an entire Wawa bag with trash inside of it out of the window. And he and I locked eyes.
What's Wawa?
Huh?
What's Wawa?
You don't know what Wawa is?
I don't
Where
think
are
I
you from?
do.
Massachusetts?
Wawa?
It's like a convenience store that has hoagies.
Is it like Cumbies?
Is it like
No,
what?
Cumberland's. No, I think it's a little different. I think it's a convenience store, but they have like a deli counter or something. Is what I gather. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like
all speaking foreign language to me.
Yeah, it's like a Cumberland's with a Subway attached, but it's all the same thing.
Oh, okay, all right. I can wrap my head around that. So he had like a bag and he just like threw it out, like that was just his personal trash can.
A full Wawa bag full of trash out the window in an intersection.
Come on,
man.
So I'm assuming Wawa's in the restaurant, right?
No, Wawa's not a restaurant.
It was a Wawa.
No, it's a gas station meets a Subway, Jared. It's called a Wawa.
He's still
I just call it a Subway.
You get gas at a gas station.
I don't know. I've heard it in It's Always Sunny, so I know it's a Pennsylvania.
It is. Well, it's a tri-state area thing.
I was fixed to say it ain't an Alabama thing.
Oh, it's not in New York? Oh, it's not in New York. It's it's New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
But only the parts of New Jersey that are close to Pennsylvania.
You heard it.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it.
Yes, we did. Thank you, Maya. We appreciate that.
Now, you know what really grinds my... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can I just ask real quick? I heard the sandwiches at Wawa are great. Is this true?
They are passable as sandwiches.
That is all you can ask for.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can ask for from an establishment that is first described as a gas station.
I love gas station food.
I'm sorry.
I do.
Southern Oddities, episode 10.
Hey,
Wow,
they're
wow.
one of the best gas stations ever. It's in Tallahassee, Alabama. You can get some really good ass frog legs.
That needs to be a quote on Twitter right now.
They do. They're really good frog legs, good chicken gizzards.
Oh my God. This needs to be quoted on Twitter right now. Where is it? How do you spell that? Tallahassee?
Tallahassee. It's like Tallahassee, but take out the H.
Right. They just didn't want to finish Tallahassee, so they were like,
Well, Tallahassee's actually Native American, so
What good frog legs and what? Chicken what?
chicken gizzards.
Chicken gizzards.
What's that?
Yeah. That's the gizzard of the
Gizzards
chicken.
off a chicken.
What's the thing that it's the thing that hangs from their
Little
neck?
gobbler.
A frog.
Frog legs are good.
What is happening?
You're talking to a Southerner. That's what's happening.
Yes.
You know, Jared, I was in, I think, South Carolina. Does that count as the South?
Yeah, I love South Carolina.
Okay, all right. So I was camping along the Blue Ridge
Mhm.
Highway, I suppose. Parkway? Anyway, I walked into a gas station that happened to be a diner on the inside. And there was like a grandma cooking grits and eggs on this like stove on cinder blocks. And the entire town was inside this store.
And how good did you eat?
Amazingly.
Was it good?
It was so good.
Point proven. The further south you go, the better it gets. Yeah, I've been to South Carolina one time. I went to Charleston, stayed at downtown.
My dad lives in North Carolina now. Is that the South?
Yep, North Carolina's the South.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, he has a lot of guns, so.
Me too.
Okay. Where does the Mason-Dixon line happen? Is that Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina? Because that's like the official South like barrier. Border.
Yeah, but I mean, some people, depending on who you ask, some people will say North Carolina's not the South, and some people will say Virginia's not the South. But there's places in Virginia that are more hillbilly than Alabama. So I don't know how you could say that Virginia's not part of the South. So
I think Central Pennsylvania is part of the South as well.
Well, I guess you could at some ports, especially when it comes really to the Amish community as well.
That's true. Yeah, I used to live near the Amish.
Mm-hmm. But like as far as like going out west, as far west as you're going to go out, typically it's Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. But you could even really consider Montana and some of the other places like that as being quote unquote Southern. But if you're going like Mason-Dixon line, yeah, it would be above that. So
very interesting. And you are right in the like in the hurricane belt.
I'm in what they call the Bible Belt.
And the Bible Belt. I guess what I was saying was you have a high
all the
probability
hurricanes?
Yeah.
That and tornadoes. We're also in Tornado Alley.
Oh.
Yeah.
So whereas you get snow, I get strong winds and rain.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about weather anymore. I'm really not, because I've seen so much horrible tornadoes. More than half of California is burning or burned. You know, you had like 2 hurricanes, right? At least 2 this year. 3. Yeah, no, we get a little snow and it's fine. Like you get to go outside and do some physical labor, and that's fine. Where did Tim go? Did he pass out?
Probably. Or he went to get a fifth beer.
Oh no, don't get a fifth beer. Okay, here's my thing. Jen, you'll relate to this. Jared, this will be more educational for you.
Everything's educational when it becomes up north. So
can people please, for the love of God, please, when it snows out, clear the roof of your car off when you drive. It's not that fucking hard. I can't handle being behind somebody in a car, especially like a sedan. All you needed was the little extender thing. And you can clear it off. Just clear it off. It's so dangerous and it's so lazy. I mean, the top is one thing, but when you drive by somebody who's got like a little hole in their windshield and on their driver's side, like
lazy, that's what it is.
Put a little effort into it.
Right. I don't know about Massachusetts, but like up in Quebec, you can ticket for not cleaning your car off.
Yeah. In Massachusetts you can, but it's so tough. Like there's so many other things going on the highways where the like state police, like a lot of murder going on. You know, like I'm blaring Tub Thumper and I'm just murdering everybody on the interstates. So they're really tracking me big time.
Murderers.
Yeah, they don't really follow the people with the snow on their roofs the way they should. I have a whole goddamn thing about it. Like if you have a car, it's no big deal. Like just do it. If you have a pickup truck, it's still no big deal. If you have a semi, like by the time you've graduated to the point where you can drive a semi, you should know how to clean off the top of it. I don't want a sheet of like goddamn ice missile coming at my car.
It's true. It's very dangerous.
It is. Done with you.
Unfortunately, I don't have that issue.
You don't have that issue, and you should thank your lucky stars.
Like how cold? Okay, how cold is it right now where y'all are at?
Let me look at the weather.
I think probably in the 40s.
I'll look at the weather app here.
Because I guarantee, I'm sure Boston is way colder than it is here right now.
It is. What is it in Philadelphia?
29.
No.
It is 23 in the town that I live just north of Boston. 23 degrees.
You beat me.
And what is it?
Shannon, where are you?
42 here in Slapout, Alabama.
42?
That's not that much different. Yeah.
Oh, that was actually colder than I thought it would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was
not a
this morning.
competition.
When I got this morning, going to work, it was 34, I think.
Oh, that's
cool. I got up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to put hot water in the old Milo's jug, sweet tea jug, to pour on the truck. Get the ice.
Come again, please.
Milo sweet tea. It comes in gallon sizes here, and you can buy it.
And then you pour hot water in to throw at your truck?
Well, I already drank all the tea out of it. I just had a jug.
Oh. Why did you throw it at your truck?
No, I put hot water in to get the ice off the windshield.
Oh. Gotcha.
I keep a Milo's jug right there by the door so I could do that.
Right. Sorry.
Lance. It's a Milo jug.
Yeah.
See, Jason knows what I'm talking about. He's born in Dothan, Alabama.
Yeah, duh.
He's in Georgia, so he knows what Milo's is.
Yeah.
Do y'all is sweet tea up there even served?
No.
You can get it if you ask for iced tea. Sometimes you'll get the question unsweetened or sweet tea.
Right, but that's not Southern sweet tea. That's just
but listen,
iced tea.
What kind of sugar do they put in their sweet tea?
Who knows?
Well, I wouldn't know. I guess I don't ask.
If it's the sweet and low shit, that ain't sugar.
It's probably not 100% pure cane sugar.
Yeah. If it's not, then I don't want
I
it.
remember.
What do you say is the only, or what do you say counts?
Just regular pure sugar or cane sugar is fine, but sweet low or anything like that says it's sugar, no, that's just shit. And it's like this too. To make really good sweet tea, in a gallon of sweet tea, when you make it, 2 cups or 2.5 cups of sugar. That's sweet tea in the South.
That makes sense why they call it sweet.
Exactly. And you have to put it in when it's hot. Otherwise, you're just going to be getting crummy sweet tea.
Right?
Yeah.
Back in my events days, I did a wedding in Tallahassee, Florida, which is right on the panhandle of Florida, right at the top of Florida. And I was with
Panhandle. Salt of the earth, panhandle of Florida.
Say it again?
I said salt of the earth.
Oh, yeah.
Panhandle.
Salt of the earth. This was literally on a swamp. It was beautiful. Beautiful area. But they had a crew that was building the tent for the wedding there, and myself and my coworker Tim, I think you remember Mike Ned back in the day, he was working with me, and they brought in catering for the crew, and they set it all up, and there were 2 of those I guess Cambro type style beverage dispensers, and one said iced tea and the other one said sweet tea. So we're in Tallahassee, Florida, and I remember Mike saying, "Oh well, I like Snapple or whatever," and he goes over to pour himself some sweet tea, and he pours it into the cup. And I looked over as he's taking a sip, and he looked at me, and and his eyes like dilated. He was like, "Dude, this is not sweet tea. This is not sweet tea." And the other crew that was building the tent was like, "No, that's Southern sweet tea." And he fell in love with it. He was blown away by it. He was like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever tasted in my life."
And where did he get this sweet tea?
Tallahassee. We were in Tallahassee. Okay. I think the catering company had made it.
Okay. The best sweet tea you're ever going to get is Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and Tennessee.
Not Tallahassee?
No. Because pretty much Florida, if you want to take Winter Park area, or you want to take probably Tampa or a little below Tampa down, it's not very southern anymore.
Right, I heard that. I heard the more south you get in Florida, the more north it gets.
Yeah, especially when you get to Orlando down to Miami. Yeah, it's not. You kind of lose all the southern twang and everything that kind of gets pushed out. Because nobody here in the South, I don't think, really wants to go live at the tip of Florida. I don't.
Well, yeah, I don't think a lot of northern people really want to live at the tip of Florida either.
Morph does.
Yeah, Morph does. Morph's a Floridian now. He was always a Floridian.
If I had to leave Alabama, the only place I would want to live, I'd love to live in Nashville. I love Nashville, Tennessee. And there's a lot of places in Georgia I really like. I love like the area around Stone Mountain, Georgia, Marietta.
Savannah.
Never live in Mississippi. Care less about living there.
Savannah's nice.
Yeah, it's
Savannah is
like
nice.
Haunted places in the Americas.
South. Now I would live in Charleston. I love Charleston. You want to talk about the best hospitality? Holy crap!
But is it like that scary fake hospitality?
Yeah. No, you could tell if it's bullshit.
I don't know. I feel like it's weird. Like you just keep agreeing with me. You just keep agreeing.
Yeah. Good question. How can you tell if you're not a Southerner if the Southern hospitality is real or fake?
Oh,
how?
Wait, hang on. I gotta jump off. But happy holidays,
Jen.
Have a good Christmas,
Jen.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
We appreciate you.
You're fired.
I don't have anything to cheer.
And you're fired.
Here's my cheers. Cheez-Its.
Put those down. I'm having sweats.
Thanks very much. Okay. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Jen.
You too.
I don't know how to get here.
So the best way, there's different terms, obviously. Like, I'm sure y'all have heard the term bless your heart.
Yep.
Okay, that doesn't mean literally bless your heart. That means you're a dumbass.
What?
Yeah. Pretty much. Typically, if a Southerner says, "Oh, bless your heart,"
Tim tells me, "Bless your heart," all the time.
I actually did that one time on Missing Maura Murray. We read an email that we were really annoyed by, and we said "bless your heart" to that person.
Yeah. Bless your heart doesn't typically mean literally "bless your heart." It typically means "dumbass." Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much the sentiment we were trying to get across. Yeah, I think everyone got it, but it was a classy way to say it, and it
I
it
say
feels
that
good.
one too. Go fuck yourself. That one's a good one too.
Yeah, it's basically a similar thing to say. Much classier way to do it, though.
Yeah.
Is there a Massachusetts equivalent or a New England equivalent of "bless your heart"?
Probably go fuck yourself.
I think it's just basically like "fuck off." Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Susie, what's going on? Susie, how you doing?
What's wrong with Mississippi now?
Are you in Mississippi?
I am.
Oh, my dad's ex-wife lives in Mississippi.
I'm sorry.
My dad actually goes back and forth between Biloxi. So about the only place I go in Mississippi.
That's where I'm at right now.
Hey, I like Biloxi.
I'm at work, yeah.
I have a joke. What has 4 eyes but can't see?
I don't know. You tell me, Lance.
Mississippi. Really? We were just talking about Mississippi.
We're not the smartest people.
Yeah, that was
okay.
That was a really tricky
Alabama
joke,
ranked
Lance.
Mississippi and everything.
Sorry.
I mean, I started to say me, but I'm not wearing my glasses, so it didn't work because I'm blind as a bat, but I have contacts, so I only have 2 eyes right now.
What? Gotcha. So what's going on, Susie? How are you spending your holiday season?
Probably at work. It'll be fun. If anybody is in Biloxi, come to the Hard Rock. I'll be here.
Oh, you're in Biloxi. Very
At
cool.
the Hard Rock.
Very
I
exciting.
love the Hard Rock in Biloxi.
Yeah. Casino, gambling.
I work in the
Touchdown.
casino industry also.
Right. Casino gambling. We love gambling here at Crawlspace. And Susie, you always find yourself in the most exciting places. You find yourself in casinos. You're gambling. You're here at our Get Vocal Nights at Crawlspace. You're at CrimeCon. Tell us about your life. Tell us about your relationship with CrimeCon. How did you get affiliated with them?
Oh, well, I live in Mississippi and I listened to some podcasts like yours, and I heard that CrimeCon was going to be in New Orleans, and that's like an hour and a half from my house, and I don't exactly have the expendable income to spend $1,000 on a badge. So I applied to be a volunteer, and with my customer service experience, and I guess because they liked me, they hired me.
Awesome.
So I don't officially work for them. I'm just hired out kind of like for the weekend. So I got to put that disclaimer in there.
Right. Yeah, we met you there at CrimeCon in New Orleans. We had a good time in the lounge there, goofing around. Justin Evans, John Lorden, Danielle Hallen. Yeah.
I only fangirled a little bit.
It was really fun hanging out over there, and you were like saying, "Oh, I'm fangirling so hard," but for us, it was like, "Oh, you didn't seem like that at all. Like it didn't seem like you were acting. It just seemed like, oh, we were having a conversation with someone who was acting completely normal, and then you were saying, "Oh, I'm fangirling so hard."
Well, it's kind of weird when you like literally listen to somebody as you fall asleep, and then you like are sitting next to them. That's a little weird.
I feel the same way about Tim.
Like you just hear his voice and it's just like, but it was cool. You guys are awesome. Like you guys have created this amazing community. I'm so happy to be a part of it. And I can't wait for like all the good work we're going to do. And you guys are just awesome. Well,
you're awesome, and it was great that you volunteered at CrimeCon, and you have to understand the surreal nature of CrimeCon for people, especially the people that are on Podcast Row, because every single one of them, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3, started off just wanting to make a difference in something that was important to them and important to families. And they really, like, Tim and I wanted to do this because we wanted to have a voice in all this. And that's everybody, like John Lorden, Mike Morford, Sarah Turney, and all of them. Like, and then when you have people saying like, I'm fangirling, it's really surreal. It's really surreal to have people say like, I listen to you. I fall asleep with your voice. And my overall statement here is I'll just wrap up and say, like, it's not lost on us. Like, it's very, very, we feel very, very fortunate to be in this position. It's very amazing.
Absolutely agree. And to your point, Lance, sometimes it doesn't feel real. Like when Susie said that, it didn't really sound real. It seemed like she was joking.
Right. Like layered with sarcasm, because it's like, well, why would you? Like, the most I've ever talked in front of people before this was when I was bartending, and no one fangirled then. So it's not anything I've ever been used to. But keep it coming. Keep it coming. It's fine.
Yeah, now you're going to be fangirled with Cheez-Its at CrimeCon.
I'm so mad I told that story now.
Oh, I'm happy you told that story.
I know what to get to, Susie.
I know what to get to.
We're all happy you told that story.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, where's Brock going? Brock's leaving? Brock.
Well, if I make it to CrimeCon, I will bring Milo sweet tea.
Please do.
So that you can try its goodness.
CrimeCon in Austin? Do they have Milos in Austin?
They might. But I'm bringing it from Alabama because it's headquartered in Alabama.
Oh, they should do a CrimeCon in Alabama.
I'd love it.
That'd be
great.
We'd all get killed.
Oh, what you're the town you are in, Jared, is called Slapout?
Slapout, Alabama.
How did it get that name?
Well, we don't have very much as far as a town. I mean, we have 2 gas stations across the street from each other, and one gas station is turned into the Piggly Wiggly. And
I'm sorry, the what?
The Piggly Wiggly. It's a grocery store. And anyways, back in the day when the store first started, everybody calls that the boys' store, and the other one across the street is called the girls' store. And the boys' store, the owner back in the day, when he was out of something, he would say he was slap out of it. And so eventually everybody just started calling the town Slap Out, because at that time that was the only thing in Slap Out besides people living there, the school, churches, and the store. Yeah.
That's the worst. That's the worst backstory for a town name I've ever heard.
They actually sell shirts that says "Where You Ought to Be," Slap Out, Alabama.
I love the name. Name, but it's just because the guy was out of something.
Is it spelt how you would imagine it?
Yeah. Slap and then out. Yeah.
When did that happen?
The name Slap Out?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's in the 50s.
Is the town incorporated?
It incorporated. Yeah. I mean, it's incorporated in as far as the city of Wetumpka.
Wetumpka.
We're a community part of Wetumpka.
Yeah.
So we're a community.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. No, I see that, because that's relatable.
What's funny is if the actual everybody in the town at one point petitioned to have the name changed of the actual town on the Alabama maps so that it says Slap Out, Alabama. Because if you look on a map, it says Hopeful, Alabama. And some maps actually say Hopeful / Slap Out, Alabama. Yeah. So the real name of the town is Hopeful, but if you drive into town, all the signs say Slap Out.
Hopeful?
Holtville.
Holtville. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's called Holtville, but they like calling it Slap Out, but it's part of Wetumpka.
Yeah, if you say hopeful, some people around here won't even know what you're talking about.
I won't.
I
Just
don't
call
even
it
remember why we're talking about this.
This is why we make fun of people from Alabama, because I'm confused myself.
But the funny thing is Alabama and Mississippi rank the same with each other.
We're so pitiful.
We're special states.
We're so pitiful down here.
You guys are great. You're not pitiful. You guys are great.
I work in the casino industry also, Susie.
Oh, are you at One Creek?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The chat. We may have some mutual friends.
Hey, there you go. I work for corporate. I work for corporate part of Wind Creek.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, our governor is called Tater Tot, so if that tells you
That's
anything
great.
about what's going on down here.
Tim's face says it all.
Not bad. Not bad.
We call ours Momo Ivy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had a mayor once called Mumbles. He was a great mayor. Yeah, Mumbles Menino.
Wait, Mumbles what?
It was Mayor Menino.
Mayor Menino from Boston,
Oh,
Massachusetts.
Mumbles was his first name.
You should vote in the upcoming election. Always listen to Crawlspace Media and all their shows. Crawlspace. And live in Boston. Boston.
Yeah, that's a very accurate impersonation of Mumbles Menino. He was mayor for 24 years, 20 something. He was probably one of the longest running mayors from the streets of Dorchester, I believe, and also the first Italian American mayor of Boston. Yeah. Yep. A little bit of a history lesson.
Yeah, but the mafia doesn't exist. Just wanna
No.
be clear about that.
Yeah, there's no Italian affiliation to the mafia.
Any affiliation, it's just not a thing.
Yeah, doesn't exist.
It never happened.
Well, your mayor may mumble, but my governor speaks with a smoker's voice.
Does he? Is he a smoker of?
And Momo Ivy, I'm telling you, there's a reason we call her Momo.
Momo?
Momo.
Momo, like the
Momo,
internet.
like grandma.
Oh,
what?
MAWMAW.
Mama.
Mama.
Yeah.
Like Pop.
Momo Ivy.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but y'all have to wear the mask.
Oh, is that how she sounds?
Oh, yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the chat's blowing. Is there something that's Momo that Momos are so good? What is it? Is it like a tasty treat?
There was that internet story, Momo. Yeah, it was like a bird. It was like an art. Jordan Bonaparte of the Nighttime Podcast might have done a story on this. He definitely was tweeting about this. But it was some internet, almost like a Slender Man bullshit story, and it was like an art exhibit,
like a bird mixed with a woman.
Yeah, it was like a creepy bird looking thing that some artist did, and then people made up stories about it on the internet.
Oh, with the big eyes, the round eyes, and the long face. But I'm seeing that Hellfree is saying that momos are dumplings.
Oh, I like dumplings.
Dumplings that they get from a food truck.
I'll take a momo then.
Now, Jared, you're a very good cook. Speaking of food.
Yeah.
Yes, you take pictures of your food a lot.
I do.
What's your favorite dish that you make?
Shrimp and grits.
Oh, Tim loves
I want
grits.
some.
Yeah, I do what I call it voodoo shrimp and grits.
What makes it voodoo, dude?
Can you send me some?
It's Cajun. It's Creole.
I thought you were going to say, can you send me the recipe?
I can send you the recipe. You make it at home.
Can you send me some?
I'll send it to you on how good it's going to be when it gets there. Or I can just come to Boston, and then when I'm there, we could just buy everything. I'll just make it.
Susie, thank you for popping on.
Yes, Susie,
Awesome.
thanks a lot. And Jared, that would be ideal when this virus lifts a bit and vaccine maybe takes over. Let's get you to Boston. I want some grits. I want some Southern grits. I love grits. Ask Lance. He knows. Ask Nancy Grace. She knows too.
Oh, Nancy Grace knows that Tim loves grits.
Where is Nancy Grace even from?
I don't know.
Georgia.
I think she's from Georgia.
Is she Southern?
Yeah, she was a prosecutor in Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's where she's from then. Yeah, but that's where she was a prosecutor. So yeah.